Dan.
And I am Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
A show on the internet.
Yes.
That you got for free.
Yes, exactly.
And there are no ads, so we make no money.
No, none at all.
In fact, we're losing
We do
money
it for
every day.
We do it for as a passion, Dudley. We have a passion to do this show, and we do it.
That's exactly it. That's the same thing people tell artists when they don't pay them.
No, it didn't.
It's your passion, right?
Yeah.
You don't do this for the money. Yes, I do.
Yes. No, that's exactly
if
why.
I could do this for the money, I would.
It's been a weird week.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long
It feels
week.
like every day
was 2 days.
was a long
A lot of watching
summertime.
numbers,
And it's counting.
watching data,
going, has
looking
that gone
at
up?
percentages.
I literally had a calculator, mostly on my computer the last couple days because I wanted to see the number differences. Because I kept doing math and I kept going, was this lower or
Yes.
higher than it was?
Yeah,
We are, of course, talking about the election.
the election. That's we only found out the results of yesterday.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, well, the projected results.
the projected results.
Which is the results.
Yeah.
Barring any ridiculousness.
I feel there is a weight off.
It's so nice.
So nice.
It's just like all of a sudden we were like, are we
All
in a
of a sudden.
we were in a dark tunnel, and we're like, are we near the end, or are we gonna be going through this tunnel
Is this
for
the
four more years, and we don't see the light, and then all of a sudden, poof, there's light.
Yeah.
And we see the end.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Just think about it. We've been doing this show for almost 5 years.
almost 5 years.
Most of that has been under this administration.
Imagine how good it's gonna be when someone competent is in that White House.
Yes, it's
Our
gonna
show
have this
will
show.
have so much change because we won't be burdened with depression.
Pure anxiety.
Yeah, we started this show under Obama,
Yes.
and then for a year.
Yeah.
So, not bad. And then we did 4 years of Trump, and
And it's not been fun.
I'm not gonna go into it because you all know.
Yeah. You know.
You know.
You listeners
You
know.
you know.
I mean, I guess our foreign listeners are out of state.
Oh, they know.
They know.
they got to.
I guess that they have empathy stress.
They've been watching this and with
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Like they
Like-
put that guy in there.
Yeah. Him?
Him?
Yeah, I'm right there with
I mean,
you.
there was celebration around the world.
Yeah.
Like there was celebration in London and France and all
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah, I was reading a deal. I was talking about they were like launching fireworks in London
Nice.
after the election was the results were projected or whatever.
projected, announced,
announced.
called. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's a big deal.
Yeah.
We still have some rough time, I think, to go
I
through.
think, I mean, we got to get through January.
You're gonna get to January
Yeah.
20th, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's January 20th is when the
Yeah.
inauguration happens.
And then
so-
inauguration.
La 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 la.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And
Phenomena.
I mean, pandemic aside,
Yeah.
I wish I could go to it. You know why I wish I
What?
could go to it?
Why?
Just for the sheer numbers.
To make the numbers
To
bigger?
make the numbers huge. If it was not for a pandemic,
That's true.
we have to make
Yeah.
his Mike Biden's inauguration the biggest turnout
The biggest
in the
shindig ever.
in history. Because
But it won't be because of the pandemic.
It won't be because of the pandemic, and that's disappointing.
Yeah, because he's gonna be like, I had more people there.
Yeah,
I'm like, no,
and I was just
it
like,
was a
nah,
pandemic.
Nah.
No. No one said-
I don't. I assume.
Actually, the response will be, "You're still here?
yeah.
Go away."
He's walking out with his box. He's already got the handcuffs
He's, like,
on. They're
stealing
just taking him
doorknobs and
to the wagon.
I hear he needs money, so he'll probably try to pawn some stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I don't want to deal. I just read a thing talking about how he was drawing money from that Chinese bank account in 2017.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about games.
Games.
Video games.
The games.
The games.
Uh-huh.
We played more Among Us.
Yes.
Well, you know, because our ladies like it.
Yes.
The ladies like it. We
Jess
like
likes
it.
it, yeah.
Everybody likes it.
Yeah.
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
So
It's fun.
it's just a lot of fun. It's really funny because Jess was talking about how she gets like guilt when she's the imposter,
Yeah.
which amused me.
Yeah. Imposter guilt.
Yes, she gets to that imposter guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eden was telling me that she just gets real nervous.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah. She killed me one, and I looked over at her, and she was doing it. I'm like, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've killed her and then been like, where? What? Where? And she's over there looking at me like, you killed me.
Uh-huh.
And I want to be like, who killed my girlfriend?
That's my woman. Who
don't-
done her in?
Who killed her? You out yourself right now. Right now.
So we can string you up.
Yeah. I am defending her and her honor.
Uh-huh.
And I'm the one who did it. Yeah. And it's not on purpose. She was just there.
She was there. She
know,
was
a
alone. She
lot
just
of-
needs to not be by herself
Yeah.
on a strange ship
Yeah.
with a bunch of people
Yeah.
and a murderer.
Yeah. Like so much of that game is just about windows of opportunity.
Yeah.
And sometimes the windows close faster than you think they will.
You know what we should do?
What?
Like, you play the game and like, all right, everybody, let's just stick together. We're going to do one person's task at a time.
You could.
And then you just all move as a group. Like, all right, who has a task in this room? And everyone goes and does it. And then move to the next room. Because there's no time limit.
That's why there's no communication unless you call it a meeting.
Yeah, it's like, all right, let's all just stick together.
Uh-huh. I actively tried, like, if I had the med scan or the asteroid shooting one, I try to get someone to come see me doing it.
Yeah.
And no one will ever take my hint, because running in a circle around next to somebody doesn't go, I should follow this.
And everyone's just like, Dan being suspicious.
Sus. He's very sus.
Very sus.
I was walking down the hall, and Eden was following me, and I was like, maybe she's just going to the same place I am.
Murder.
And then I walked into the admin. I'm about to redo some wiring or accept power or something, one of those.
Yeah.
And she walks up and murders me right as Robert was coming out of the admin room. Like, it was further into the admin room. I was coming out, and I was like, oh, there's Robert. And then she killed me. And I just looked at her like, well, you just...
Yeah, she does that a lot.
She
Where it's
does.
just like, whoops, I
Whoop.
get it right in front of somebody.
Whoops.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Jess likes it. It's fun.
Yeah, we were talking about playing it tonight.
Yeah. I've done all the tasks so many times. I've gotten pretty good at them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, na 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 na. Na, 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 na. And then all of a sudden someone's dead, and I'm like, okay, I got one task left.
Yeah.
But
we played the, what's it called, Polis?
the last one, the third map.
third map. That's kind of a maze.
It's a maze or
And,
it's a mess.
And I was playing, and I was the imposter, and I couldn't find anyone to kill.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to kill somebody. I don't know where anyone is.
Yeah. Well, and I have a problem with that map because there's one of the
Yeah,
tasks
it seems like it's
doesn't
busted.
work.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
tried
like
to do
the
the same task, and it wouldn't let me
Record temperature.
do it. Yeah.
And every time I do it, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I think
and
it's busted.
I don't know.
There's that
what-
one, and there's another one. I could not click on it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
standing next to it, the use button is lit up, and I'm pushing it. It doesn't do
Yeah.
anything. So I don't
So
know if
I
there's
don't
some
know-
bug or something with that map.
Yeah,
So we
so-
switched off of it because you end up losing because you couldn't do the task.
Yeah, and it was the only thing I had left, and I was like, well, I can't do it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I murdered the last person. And
Yeah, and I was
or
just like,
I think I murdered you, actually.
yeah, I think so.
I murdered you, and I was like, I don't feel good about this win, but I take the win.
I got my RTX 3070 in this week.
Was that this week?
Yes, it was. It was election day.
It's
I
been
got.
so
Actually, no, I
long.
didn't get it on election day. It
You
was
were
supposed to
supposed
be
to.
available on election day on Tuesday, and it didn't come in.
It wasn't.
It-
It come in, but it wasn't off the truck yet.
Apparently, it was still on the truck because I was waiting, and I was like waiting, kind of. And she said preparing, and I was like, okay. And so we went by, and they were like, yeah, it's on the truck. It hasn't been unloaded yet. And I was like, okay. And they was like, we'll let you know. And I was like, all right. And they closed at curbside was closed at 9 p.m.
Mm.
And then I got a notification at 9:30 that it was ready. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I guess
So
I'm gonna go good tomorrow. And get it.
So the next day I grabbed it and
Yeah.
I had it installed, and it is it's very nice.
So you played a high-end game?
I have played a few games since I've gotten it, and I will cover those right
Yeah.
now. The one I've
They're
been
really high-end with
Yes.
with all the ray traces, all the rays to trace.
No, I haven't played anything with ray tracing yet.
You don't have rays to trace?
I don't know if I have a game with ray tracing.
You don't have a single game with ray.
I don't think so. I haven't come across one yet. I loaded up Arc, and it looked not. It looked.
have ray tracing.
I loaded everything up to the highest setting. Looked good.
Yeah.
Saw some things I didn't notice before, like some of the effects and reflection and textures, and I was like, oh, this is nice. But then I didn't play it very much.
Yeah.
And then I played Rogue Legacy 2,
Which has ray tracing?
which has no ray
It
tracing.
has no rays to
Well,
trace?
if it does, it's not a 3D game, so
All the rays are two-dimensional.
they're two-dimensional rays, so there's no
I'm
no
sure
ray
if
tracing.
you could see from the perspective of your two-dimensional guy,
It would be ray
look,
tracing.
It would look lovely.
It would look
The lights
realistic.
bouncing all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Those rays are traced from
Uh-huh.
one end to the other.
Speaking of Rogue Legacy 2,
Yes.
I finally managed to beat the boss.
Oh,
the
Lamech?
first boss.
You finally beat Lamech?
Yes.
Yeah. It only took you a few tries.
It took me a lot, and I got close several times, and then finally, so I started a game. I was playing the sword guy, the knight.
Yes.
I was playing the knight,
Sword guy.
and I started with an extra life,
oh, that's nice.
so the ring,
Yeah.
and I played through, and I was like, I got an extra life. I'm just gonna go to trying to find the boss as fast as possible and just do it.
Uh-huh.
As I was doing that, I found 2 more rings.
Oh, 2? So you had
So
3?
I had 3.
You had 4 lives?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the one I was live, and then
So
3
you
more.
only beat it because you had 4 lives.
You know how many lives I used in the boss fight?
None.
None.
You needed the net, Dudley.
Uh-huh.
It's like you're gonna do trapeze artistry.
Uh-huh.
You need the net to know that you're safe.
Yeah.
And then you don't fall. You don't fall when you have the net.
Yeah,
If you don't have a net, that's when you fall.
It wasn't even like, he had me on the ropes or something. No.
You destroyed him?
Destroyed him at the round. I had half my health still, and I was just like,
All right.
okay. And so I was like, all right. And then so I played on through with the other and used up the other lives, on stupid shit.
Did you get to the second boss?
No, I've gotten to it before, but I haven't done it. And I've been trying to get to it again.
You haven't gone through the door, or you?
No, I haven't gone through the door.
So you don't know what they are.
I've seen the video.
The video.
They're in one of the videos. It's the 2 things.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. There's a
I didn't see the video.
Yeah, the video has it in there.
okay.
So, or the trailer. The
teaser?
trailer for the new
update?
has
Oh,
it.
okay.
Has
I
it
didn't
in
watch it. I just
So-
played the game.
there. So yeah.
They didn't have to tease me. I already owned the game.
Yeah. And I don't own it. You own it. So I play your copy.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's fun. It's fun. It's addictive.
Yeah.
I've been playing it a lot.
Yeah.
I played it on lunch a lot.
Yeah, I was playing it on lunch for the first half of the week.
Yeah. And
But-
then
But I had something else come up.
well, let me talk about the other game I played with my new graphics card.
Oh, okay.
I only played it a little bit, and we won't go into it too long because we've talked plenty about it.
Mm-hmm.
I played.
Does it have rays to trace?
It does not have race trace. In fact, it doesn't have 3 dimensions at all. It's a sprite-based game, and it's not even from this decade. I was playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Oh my God! And what year did that come out?
Oh, 90.
It wasn't that.
Late
Wasn't
90s.
Was it late 90s?
The original one. I don't know, but I'll look it up. But
Not
yeah,
the original one, Dudley.
it's the
third
definitive HD remaster, whatever.
one. But it's still.
The same game. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
sprite.
but it's not the original Might and Magic. Heroes of Might and Magic. It's the third one.
Well, it's the original one for me.
That doesn't mean anything.
it's the one I played.
The original Heroes of Might and Magic.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not. It's the third one. But for me, it was the original.
99.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So you're playing a 21-year-old game
Almost
with your like state-of-the-art
almost
graphic.
22.
Oh yeah, state-of-the-art graphics card.
Yeah.
You feel okay about this?
I do.
It runs really smooth.
It runs really
It
smooth.
renders
But here's the
those
thing.
pixels so well.
So well. Very good. Very good.
Yes.
I am ready, though, for all the games that are coming out, as long as they stop getting delayed.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You know, Cyberpunk 77. That's the one I'm waiting for, and I'm ready for it now.
I like that you're already calling it, like, you dropped the 20.
Oh, yeah.
Cyberpunk 77.
77. I don't need no 20. 20
People might think
2020 has put a bad taste in my mouth as far as 20s go, so I'm just going with the 77.
What if people think you mean 1977?
Well, they can assume that.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do a sequel. It'll be Cyberpunk 1977,
Very-
and then they'll keep going backwards. It'll be Cyberpunk 1877,
Uh-huh.
and they just keep jumping back.
Okay.
It's gonna be
1777, right after the independence of the America.
Yeah, a year later.
Yeah.
And someone invents cyberonic technology. I don't know.
Some steampunk.
Some steampunk.
Yeah.
I'm steampunk now.
Steampunk 1777.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sevens.
A lot of sevens.
Um,
Less 20s, and we like that.
Anything else you want to talk about with your lack of tracing?
No.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. There aren't that many games with ray tracing.
I have one.
You have one.
Yes.
But-
I think I might have two.
There may be 20, I would say. I mean, you could find an article like, here are all the games that have ray tracing. It's not a long article.
No.
It's like you can
I mean, I
scroll
bought
through it in
Control.
5 minutes.
I bought Control to experience ray tracing.
Yeah. But
And
you
it's-
don't have that on Steam.
No, I have it in the Epic Store.
Which does me no good.
Well, I guess you can come play it on my computer.
But then what's the point?
I have ray tracing on my computer.
I have
as
ray
well.
tracing on my computer.
We both have ray tracing.
Uh-huh.
So what's the big deal? And our
The big
cards
deal
are
is
basically the same.
mine is better than yours.
No, it's not. They're the same. We already established this after we looked at the
No,
numbers.
no,
Yours is
no.
slightly better in some things. Mine's slightly better in others. They're the same.
But the big deciding factor is the cost.
No, we're not talking about
And
cost. Cost is
mine
not
is
important.
125% cheaper.
No. That's not how percentages work. First off,
Exactly how 20.
that's not. It's 125% cheaper.
That's nonsense, isn't it?
Some-
I was wondering if you were going to say something about it, but for a second there, you just kind of let it go, and then you're like, wait a minute.
25% less.
It's better. The 125% better.
There's a statistician listening to the show slapping themselves in the face.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope
Um,
so. Because they've had some rough
So
times.
you have wasted money. That's what you're telling me.
No. I'm
You're
ready.
not even using the cards to its capability. You're
Hmm.
not even using something that pressed the capabilities of your previous card.
That is arguable.
Well, something wonderful happened this week besides the election.
Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior, Zachtronic,
Zachtronic, yeah.
has bestowed us upon
Does it
us
have ray
a
tracing?
blessing, a bountiful harvest called Mobius Front 83.
Yes.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah?
And
I like
all is well
Zachtronic.
in the world, Dudley. Because I have a Zachtronic game to play.
I need to email Zach. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. He probably forgot about you. I mean,
No.
I did get an
Our
email
bond
saying it was available, even though I already owned it.
Our bond is strong.
Okay.
We don't have to talk every day
Uh-huh.
or every year.
Yeah. It's been a couple.
Or, since he gave me, which one was it? 2 games ago.
Magnum Opus?
Magnum Opus, yeah.
Was it Magnum Opus?
Yes.
Or was it?
It was Magnum Opus.
Yeah. It is a tactical turn-based hex war game.
Yes.
And it's pretty great. It does, basically the premise is it's 83, obviously.
1983 or 2083?
1983.
Okay.
And you're playing. It starts off your soldiers on a training exercise, and then something happened. They think the Russians are invading or something. But then it turns out maybe not Russians. Maybe it's Americans from
Americans
the future,
are
maybe?
invading America.
From the future. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure where they're from. Maybe from another dimension. I don't know. I'm learning. I know as much as you know, which is nothing.
But it's
really fantastic because it plays like old school war in that you have a front line. You know, you're pushing the front line, and the way the tactical elements of it work, and the way the units are put together. That's kind of how you play. Is you're kind of just pushing the front line, and so you get you have your infantry, and they work best because they can only move one space. They can only attack one space away, but you get them in the trees, and you can't attack them without getting up next to them. So they hide in the trees, and you have to get
guerrilla style.
Even if you have like a big tank with a big machine gun or whatever, you have to go. You can't shoot them from a distance like you normally. If they get out in the open fields, yeah, but so you have to like guerrilla warfare, move your front line to kind of outmaneuver them. So it's really great. I'm really digging it. It's hard.
Yeah.
I'm like 8 missions in, and it takes me a couple of tries to beat the missions. Because they're difficult.
Yeah.
Because I get gung ho. I'm like, yes, push forward, and I get like aggressive.
You're
and
a dumbass.
Yes, exactly.
So the first round is just a slaughter.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I did that stupidly.
I need to
Second
fix it.
round is another slaughter
Yeah.
because you didn't learn anything the first time. And then the third time, you're like, maybe I should do something different.
Yeah, like 3 missions ago, I was trying to do this one, and I was just like I had these new units I hadn't used before, so I was trying to use them, and I was like throwing stuff at the wall really fast, and I was like, oh, if I get in here and I rush up, and I realized this isn't working, and I finally was like, what if I just load up a bunch of like armored, you pick your deployment.
Yeah.
So you have a list of units, and they cost points, and you have so many points for that phase. So at the beginning of the game, you have so many points to spend, and you roll out guys. And then sometimes you have a second phase where so many turns in that you get more points to bring in, like a reinforcement type thing. And there are 3 phases, so eventually you can have 3 waves of reinforcement. But so you have to kind of pick and choose what units you want to use. And the first time you play it, you have no idea what you're up against because it's all fog of war. You can't see. You can only see wherever your units are.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna try these things, and I'll throw it out. Nope, didn't work. And it's just really good.
Yeah.
And but yeah, what I was saying in that mission is that I was trying to move forward and just use these new units. I got this long tank that can shoot anywhere in the map as long as I can see where I'm shooting.
Yeah.
But it only does 1 damage, so it's pretty much useless against armored vehicles because they have the way armor works in the game is you have let's say you have a little 5 health, or usually it's like 4 health and 2 armor. Okay. You have to go through the armor to get to the health.
Yeah.
But then the armor comes back after it's damaged. So if you do 3 damage, you take 1 off. It knocks out the 2 armor and it takes no out. But then the armor comes back. So you have to always do at least 2 damage to damage the actual hull. And so there's several units. Some of them just have 1. Like all the vehicles for the most part, except for like the Jeeps, have like at least 1 armor. Yeah. So it's useless against that, but it's really good against like the Jeeps and the trucks and infantry. And so I was like sitting there just pinging infantry. It's also not 100% accurate. Sometimes it like veers a hex over or something. But it's super fun, and I realized like I was like focusing on these new tanks and new armored vehicles that were these are cool, and they didn't do well in the mission. Like it was kind of a setup. I'm like and I just dumped a bunch of infantry, and I just literally very slowly moved my front line and just very carefully maneuvered my infantry in a way that they were staying in the woods so that the tanks wouldn't come up, because if they get close I can start rocketing them and blowing them up, but they can't shoot me either because they can't shoot me while I'm in the tree. It's really good. I really like it. So it's got this just inching forward very slowly, gaining ground until I can take all the checkpoints.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really good, and most of the missions are there are checkpoints. There's usually 4 or 5 checkpoints, little hexes that you have to claim, but you have to go from left to right. So you claim the first one, and then you press forward until you get to the second one. But you can't jump to the third one, even if you outmaneuver them and you go to the third one. It doesn't do anything because you got to capture the second one.
Yeah, because you can't hold that ground.
Exactly, you have to push the front line. Yeah,
you can't hold ground in enemy territory.
Yeah, exactly. You got to push the enemy back. You can't support it. Yeah, it's really good. And, of course, it's an electronic game. So it's got other games in it.
Yeah, like a solitaire.
It has a solitaire game that has, what's it called? It's the game that, the game that has the little peg board with the little peg you score with. It has one of those scoreboards with the little peg on it. And it's like it's weird. You have 4 rows or 4 tableaus, and you have to play. You make hands of the cards from the bottom of the tableau, and depending on certain combinations, give you points. And the whole point is to get all your points tracker all the way to the top, and then that's how you win. I haven't won a hand yet because it's hard.
I don't know if I understand it, but okay.
So you have 4 tableaus. You have 4 tableaus, and so you take the bottom cards.
Stacks of cards.
Stacks of cards. And so you play the cards to the side, and the combinations of certain cards give you points. So if you play a jack first, that gives you 2 points. If you play 2, 3, 4 of the same card, you get so many points depending on how many combinations. If you play cards that run in order, even if you don't play them in order, so you can go like 9, Queen, Jack, King, that gets you so many points for having because they make a straight, even though you don't put them in order.
Okay.
And then there's also they're worth points. If you can make a stack that's 31 points, you get points. So by making that, like that's how you everything you do.
Yeah.
There's a score sheet. I have to keep it up, otherwise I can't keep up with remember all the things I can do to make points. So it's a little complicated, but I like it, but I'm not good at it. The last one I did the best I've done, and even then I was only like 3/4 away to winning, and before I ran out of cards. But it's good. But my favorite part is just another mini game in the game. There's a point where you capture an infantry unit that's like an intelligence infantry unit.
Okay.
And if you take them out, you get a TIS 330. Does that sound familiar to you?
TIS 100?
Yeah, the TIS 100 is one of the other games where you're playing a little computer programming game. Yeah. Well, this is the TIS 330.
So it's newer.
It's like a radio frequency thing. It's like a radio computer, and it's super cool. I've only got like the first 5 sets of puzzles, and now I'm waiting for the next mission where I can go capture another person to get more of those missions. And basically, it's a circuitry diagram. You know, it's like the lines, the triangles, and the switches and stuff. But you have like an incoming frequency, and it's represented by like a box with some dashes in it, like 9 dashes in a grid. And you have to split it and amplify it, and then like separate out rows of frequencies on it and export them. So you basically have 2 outs, and it'll be like, one out is only the top and the bottom line, and then the other out is just the middle line. So I have to take that frequency, amplify it, split it, and then use a filter to filter out the middle frequency. And then, or actually, I had to filter out the top one, then filter out the second one, and then put them back together for the out. And it's puzzles like that, and I really like it. I would play a whole game just of those. Yeah. But it's just little, I'm just building a circuitry diagram, like an old school circuitry diagram.
And that's Zachtronic, classic Zachtronic, where you're kind of doing something that's like a real world thing, like programming or building machines.
It's super cool. I would play, like I said, I'm kind of like, I need to get through these other missions so I can get these puzzles because I want to do more.
I got to play this other game so I can play the game I want to play.
Exactly. And the thing is, the first few are just like tutorials, and it doesn't tell you how to do it. It does not, because you're capturing enemy technology and you have to decipher it. So you're like figuring out how to make it work, and then it tells you what they're doing. It's like, like you get the splitter and the amplifier is the first 2 pieces of code you have. And I was like, I don't understand, and I figured it out, and it's like, you have to amplify things before you split it, otherwise it loses frequency. I'm like, well, I understand that now because I just did it. Yeah. And then, so each part I was like, I'm trying to figure out what these things do, and then I figure it out and solve the puzzle, and then it explains that to me. And I'm like, this is actually really clever because it makes you figure it out. Yeah. You're discovering it, and eventually the last one was a radio message that I decrypted that I received using the device that I've been building, basically. And it's super cool, and I really like it, but the game's hard. Yeah. So I find myself, I'll play it, and I'm like, that went really bad, and then I'll quit for a bit.
And you're like...
And then I'll open it back up, and I'll play it again.
And you're like, I'm sad and depressed because I'm dumb.
I walk away from it for a second.
And then come back.
I think I'm going to try it again. I come back and play it some more. and as always, Zachtronic delivers.
Yes, Electronic's good. My favorite.
They have blessed us again with
2020.
quality.
They put out a game about once a year.
Yeah. I mean, they do fantastic things. What was it? Magnum Opus was their last one.
No, they had another one.
What was the one before that?
No, that's someone else. That's the FTL guy.
That's the FTL people.
What am I thinking? There's another game, I think. Magnum Opus. There's been another one since Magnum Opus, I thought. Because it came and went and we didn't know. We missed it.
Oh, it was...
And we were like, oh, there's another Zachtronic game, and we just completely missed it.
I thought that was
because Zach didn't email me.
Let me pull him up. Exapunk.
Exapunk.
That's what it was.
Because it was another kind of fighting.
Yeah, Shinzen.io was one of them. I mean, they make fantastic. Opus Magnum.
Opus Magnum was the last one I
Factory,
played, and I liked it. Infinity Factory is still one of my favorite ones.
I started with Space Chem.
Yeah.
Space Chem is hard.
So I tried Space Chem, and I was like, it took me a little bit to start getting, but it was like too complicated for me. I was like, this is too much work.
I finished it. It's the only one I finished, and it took some sweat. And even then, there were a couple times of like, I had to just get watch a quick little, be like, how do you do? Oh, okay. And then I kind of get the idea and I run and do it. But I was like, some of them I'm like, I have no idea how to do this without like some kind of help. And at least point me in the right direction. Okay, I think I can figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I have no idea. Because some of them were so hard.
Yeah. The Infinity Factory gets that way where there's some of the big machines. I've gotten close. Yeah. I think. I was doing building a big ship thing, but I was getting to where I was like building these massive pieces that were just like took so many parts and everything, and I was like, I can't get this one piece to work right, and it was just like
something's out of whack.
I was spending hours on one puzzle, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't get this one to work. And then it went so long since I played it. Every time I go back to it, I'm like, oh, I want to play this and try to finish it. Then I'm like, it's been too long since I've done it, so I can't remember everything and all the little tricks that I had. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I need to replay it to relearn my tricks.
Oh, there was another one too before Magnum Molex Synthes, which is I don't think you even played that one.
I don't have it. No, not that one. Yeah.
It's a molecule manipulation one. It's kind of, it's like a different version of, it's like a weird cake. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's a hex-based thing, kind of like, but it looks similar to Opus Magnum or Space Chem. Yeah, it's like with another system build. Yeah. I didn't get into it as much, but it's cool. Yeah. I mean, all the games are really good. Exapunk, did you play Exapunk?
I did not.
Exapunk's really good. Yeah. And it's a programming one, too. And, yeah.
I was trying to do TIS 100.
Yeah, that one hurt my brain.
And I was just like, this is too much like my real job. I just stop doing this.
Yeah. Well, you would probably feel the same way about Exapunk. Yeah. It TIS 100, except you're not just doing math. You're doing like hacking stuff, and you have really cool visuals of the programs you write. It's really fantastic stuff. I love them. I love them, and I will play whatever they put out.
Yeah. You keep buying them.
I will
until Zach gets back in contact with me and gives me a game for free again. I thought we were friends.
Well, you know. I mean,
you put out 3 games since the last one I got, and I just
Dudley, you can't. A friendship cannot be based on gifts alone.
Call me.
You can you can't just expect them to keep giving.
Should I email him?
I mean, you can, but
I should email him.
It sounds like you're treating this as a one-way relationship.
So what should I send him? Cookies? You think he likes cookies?
I'm sure he likes cookies, but I don't
know
where he is.
Yeah,
but it probably won't be good when he get there.
There are ways with all the shipping strategies now. There's ways to send cookies.
A friend of ours sent us cookies once.
Yeah,
they were beat to hell.
Yeah.
But we got them.
Well, I think the trick is you got to figure out where it's going. Is it going to be hot or cold? And then what you do is if it's going to a hot place, you undercook them a little bit so they get warm on the way, and then they're perfect.
That sounds awful. That sounds so disgusting.
If anyone,
Why do you think that's a good idea?
maybe I should just send him a recipe for cookies. He's a smart guy. I'm sure he could figure it out.
I got you this recipe on how to bake chocolate chip cookies.
Step 1.
I just took a picture
Go to
of the
Walmart.
back of the Pillsbury Doughboy
Step 2.
box.
Buy the Pillsbury in the bucket. That's the good stuff.
The bucket?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You've seen the bucket?
I don't know. Yeah,
The Pillsbury bucket is the best.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm telling you. Listeners, if you're not aware, the Pillsbury bucket of
You don't
cookie
like the
dough.
tube?
The tube's fine, but I'm telling you, the best one is the Pillsbury. It comes in a bucket.
I don't really like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, you're just a terrible human being.
I prefer. I don't want a bucket. I prefer a mix first off, and I prefer more pecans than anything else.
I will
in the
say
recipe.
it's not as good as like homemade cookies. Obviously,
Yeah.
like our mom makes some really good homemade
from
chocolate
scratch,
chip
Yeah.
with pecans.
Yes,
Oh,
they're
so
wonderful.
good. But anyway, they're not as good as that. But if you're going the lazy route,
Which you always do.
you buy a Pillsbury bucket, get the scoop, and you scoop out them cookies. You slap them on. You don't even have to scoop them out if you want.
Sounds so bad.
They're good. They're really good.
I don't believe you.
You've had them.
I don't think I have.
You've had them.
I don't eat them.
Yeah. You're a weirdo.
The only time I eat chocolate
You're
chip
telling
cookies
me
is
I'm
if
weird.
someone makes them from scratch or just with lots of pecans. Then I get excited and I'll eat them.
You act like it's so weird that I don't care for cheese. And
That's weird.
No, and you're over here like, I don't like chocolate chip cookies. Everyone likes chocolate chip cookies.
they don't.
Everyone.
I don't dislike
Everyone that
them.
is a human being with a soul.
I don't dislike them. I just don't go out of my way to get them.
Oh,
And usually,
oh.
if I have options for cookies,
Oh,
they're not my
see,
first
that's,
choice.
that's the same argument I used to make when it came to Mexican food. I didn't dislike Mexican food. I just didn't want them.
No.
That's the same
except
argument.
You would like, if the only option was Mexican food, you still wouldn't want it. I'm saying I will eat chocolate chip cookies if that's all there is, and if they're warm.
You can nuke them.
It's not the same. But
I don't know if you
I
can
have
nuke
a
them. I don't know.
choi-
I've never nuked a chocolate chip
Yeah.
cookie.
But if I have a choice, I'm going to pick a white chocolate macadamia nut,
Yeah.
peanut butter,
Peanut butter are good. Peanut butter chocolate chips.
snickerdoodle, anything like that.
Snickerdoodles are good.
Yeah, any of those I will take. I will take a store-bought Oreo over a chocolate chip.
No, the best Oreo.
No,
It's the cinnamon
No,
bun.
there's not. The best Oreo
Oreo.
is the regular,
Oh, it's the
original
cinnamon.
Oreo.
The cinnamon
I
roll.
will accept double stuff, and I will accept thin, because those are good too.
No. The best one is the cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll is hands down the best. You can't get them at all the stores. Only some places carry them, but they are delicious. I usually only buy one pack a year, and it's always a wonderful time.
They're not that good.
Oh, they're good.
No, they're not.
You say that, but every time I buy them at the land, they are gone in minutes.
I don't. It's not me.
I didn't
don't
say
eat-
it was you. I'm just
But
saying.
that you
The
are
room
saying
has
it's me.
spoken. And your Oreos, regular Oreos,
Get eaten up
usually,
too.
yeah, but
They're
mine
gone.
go before yours.
Because I buy 2 packages.
I
one
do-
for the
I do
masses,
too.
One
I
for
do
the
too.
masses to
But I'm
stave
telling
them
you.
off while I try to get some of them.
I do too. I
No,
buy
you
two.
don't. No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do. Last
you
time I bought 2,
Yeah.
and the masses ate my package first, and then they went for yours, which was the regular ones, and they're fine. They're just not that special because they're just Oreos.
They're the best store-bought cookie.
No.
Name a better store-bought cookie
Right.
right now.
I already did the cinnamon roll.
That I mean, already made in a package. That's a store-bought cookie.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls, Oreo cookies.
No, they're not that good.
Yes, they are.
They're
the
not.
best.
They're not that good.
I even like my mom gets these. Our mom gets these dollar store lemon cookies.
Yeah.
they're
kinda
kind of like Oreos, but they're lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon versions. Oh, they're good,
They're good.
and they're cheap. You
Except-
buy this huge
except-
package for like $1, and then
Yeah, but Mom does and
She
Dad
does
do this
his
weird
thing.
thing
I
where they
know.
leave them out open so they get soft.
yeah, I
Which
don't
is
like that.
super gross to
It's
me.
so gross.
It's
I'll
so
still
gross.
eat them.
I won't eat them
I
because
eat
I
them.
want the crunch. That's
They
why I
do-
like Oreos. I
they
like
stu-
the crunch.
They do taste good, but
Just,
they.
I don't want them soft.
I don't want them.
That just means
there's
stale.
a threshold
It's
where
stale.
it gets too soft.
It's being broken down by bacteria.
Yeah,
That's gross.
She likes the bacteria extra flavor.
Oh my god.
She likes it with her coffee.
Yeah,
It is
they
pretty
like
good
them
with
soft, and I'm like, you're gross.
It's their teeth. They're going.
Did you play anything else this week?
No.
I played a little bit because it came out on Xbox Game Pass. Deep Rock Galactic,
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet.
or as I like to call it, Dwarves in Space.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
I don't know why they didn't just call it that.
Dwarves in Space.
Mm-hmm. Did you hurt yourself?
No, I gotta tickle from my allergies.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we played it at PAX.
We played it at PAX. It's it's on Game Pass. It's a co-op game, so I figured we'll play with Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
And Tristan plays it, so maybe we'll get him in on it.
Yeah.
It's just a fun, weird little game.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary because you're on rocks and there are spiders.
Yeah.
So I played through like the tutorial mission, and
there's so many things with spiders in it.
Yeah.
I really do feel for the people who have phobias of that.
Arachnophobia.
Like
our mother.
Yes, our mother does not care for them.
See, I'm a good son.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the most recent episode of The Mandalorian,
Mm-hmm.
which has spiders in it.
Spiders, yes.
And I am being a good son, better than you.
Why
I
didn't you-
texted
No.
our mother, who I know has a phobia of spiders, and who is planning to watch the second season of Mandalorian.
Well, I didn't know when they were going to watch it, and I said we need to make sure to let her know.
Yeah,
When we were watching it, I said we need to make sure we let
I
her
was
know.
already texting her before that.
No,
And I
you
said-
weren't.
I was. I
We were
totally was.
watching it, and I said we need to let her know.
You did not.
Yes.
No.
I said it. I was like,
And
Mom's not going to like this one.
I said that first.
You're lying.
You're full of it.
Your memory is terrible.
So is yours.
Uh-huh.
But I'm the good son who texted her and said, hey, maybe don't watch episode 2 late at night. And she was like, oh? It's like, there's something in it that you might not enjoy. And she said, spiders? And I was like, yes. And she's like, oh, no. And know what she did? She watched it last night.
Yeah.
Because I know, because she called me trying to get the Disney Plus going so she could watch it.
Yeah.
And and she texted me and said, I don't like spiders. I was like, I was trying to warn you. Because I am a good son.
Yeah.
I'm the best son.
Yeah.
Didn't either of her other two sons warn her? No. I warned her. Because
Okay, whatever.
I'm the best.
Whatever. Let's go to news.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Here's some news. I don't know if you saw this. Mass Effect. You played Mass Effect, didn't you?
I did.
They're doing a remastered trilogy for consoles and PC.
Really?
Coming out next spring.
Mm-hmm.
It's the original. Oh, I just flicked
All
my.
three. Yeah, it's right in front of you.
Oh. I have a toothpick and I flicked it by accident. All three is coming together.
Yeah.
Improved visuals and all the DLCs.
Okay.
It'll be PC and consoles. It's called the Legendary Edition.
Okay.
I
I like those games. I played them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I feel the need to replay them.
didn't play them
You didn't play them at all?
at all.
Oh, I guess.
So-
I think Pam and I talked a lot about it because we both played it.
Yeah, y'all did.
Yeah.
And mine didn't play them.
Uh-huh.
I tried to at one point, but some reason I didn't. I was just like, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But so I'm actually kind of tempted by it.
Yeah.
Especially the remaster, because the whole story carrying forward from the first to second to third, your choices affecting the outcome.
Your
is
character getting transferred over and looking a little weirder every time.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Well, maybe they fixed that with the.
I hope so, because
with the,
and 3, my guy's eyes would just pop out of his head every once in a while.
well, I think that was a common trend
Yeah.
in that game.
It was alarming.
Yeah.
He looked like, Jeff Dunham, the skeleton.
You look like Jeff Dunham.
His puppet. The skeleton puppet that he had. It looked like that. Big, no eyelids.
Ahmed,
the dead terrorist. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just like eyes out with no eyelids.
I remember when it did it.
Yeah, it was just alarming. And then I was evil, so
Mhm.
I was like all like corrupted, and my eyes were red. Made it even worse.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my, I'm so evil. My eyes have popped out of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're
quite
the
alarming.
remaster. So I might be tempted to check it out
Check it out,
and
play it.
actually play through them and
Yeah.
just burned through all of them.
Okay.
So that's cool. They also announced they are developing a new Mass Effect.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's still in the early stages, but they are working on it.
Okay.
Kicking some ideas around.
Oh, okay.
Say. So.
To use mass and effects on
Effects.
them. Okay.
Effects of mass.
Okay.
As it were.
All right.
PlayStation 5 comes out this week.
Oh, is it?
November 12th.
For some reason I thought it was already out.
Probably because a lot of the people are getting
All the pre-orders.
The pre-orders, and then there's people are getting the controllers, and then they already think. I saw a friend of ours had one of the new controllers already.
Yeah, I saw
Came
that.
in.
That's why I guess I assumed the rest of it came with it.
Yeah, I assumed so too, but
Apparently, it was just they shipped them separately.
Yeah, apparently. Well, he probably ordered an additional controller.
Strange.
I
I didn't think he had any friends.
but I don't know. Well, anyway.
I just couldn't fathom that joke. I don't actually feel that way.
Well, you're friends with you
Yeah.
and me.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
That's something.
That's that. I mean, Facebook.
Yeah, these days, meh. Yeah. The sale of PlayStation 5 for launch will be online only. They will not be in stores.
Oh, really?
So, good luck getting one.
Yeah.
Unless you pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Because bots are probably going to buy the shit out of them.
Maybe Best Buy will do what they did with theirs.
Oh, I'm sure.
With the I'm not planning to buy one.
But
I don't
I'm not
really
either.
see a reason to.
I
mean, I barely have gotten use out of my PlayStation 4 Pro, and I bought it solely for Red Dead.
Yeah.
And I played the crap out of Red Dead.
Yeah,
and I got my
you
money's
got some
worth.
other games on
Yeah,
them.
I got some. I didn't finish any of the. Well, I did finish the Star Wars one.
And the
what's it called?
Star Wars. Oh, oh crap! What is it called? I'm drawing a blank. With the redhead guy.
Yeah.
Crap! I forgot the name of it.
Hold on.
Okay, you go look at the box. What is the name of it? We both played it. I finished it. What is it? Here it comes. Here it comes.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. That's it.
I could not remember.
Yeah. Which they're probably working on a sequel for.
Order? I couldn't remember.
Order.
I guess I should have just
Order
realized
in the
it was
court. Jedi order in the court.
I should have known it was something order. Jedi Order. I don't know. Fallen Order. Yeah. Which is fun.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a good game.
looking forward to another one.
Yeah, they're probably working on a sequel.
I'm excited about that.
The PlayStation 5. Yeah, there's really no reason for me to get it, because I was kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to miss out on the new Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Then found out that it was actually coming out on PlayStation 4 as well. So once I found that out, I immediately added it to my Christmas list. Like, that one, it'll be out in December.
Yeah.
And I will see if someone will buy it for me.
Yeah, there you go.
If not, after Christmas, I'll buy it myself.
Yeah.
So if you know anyone who wants to buy me something, I want Destiny cards, Star Wars Destiny cards, or Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Uh-huh.
And in the meantime, I'm going to go back and try to finish Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And
Peter Parker.
Yeah, Spider-Man Peter Parker.
Yes.
Yes. They should change the name of that one now.
Yeah.
Give it a subtitle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll do that with the remaster. It'll be Spider-Man Peter Parker.
Petey Parker.
Petey Parker.
Petey Parker Man.
Yeah. Apparently the PlayStation 5 runs pretty good, and
I should hope so for that price.
The load time on them is apparently ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like 3 times better than the PlayStation 4.
You know what's better than those?
My computer.
Yeah, my computer as well.
But we spent a lot more than what they paid for.
That's not the point.
I'm just
That's
saying.
not the point, Dudley.
Your graphic card costs twice as much as PlayStation.
Shut up. You shut your mouth.
Just saying. And the PlayStation 5 has ray tracing.
Shut up. They don't make any money off that hardware.
They don't. But that means they pass the savings on to you. Oh, God. Among Us.
Well, yeah, we talked about it already.
Yes. has a Lego set on Lego Ideas.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. For those who don't know Lego Ideas is a fan competition-ish thing where people submit Lego designs and people vote on them. And if they get 10,000 votes, they'll be considered by Lego to make an official set. Especially if they can get licenses, worked out deals.
Yeah.
The Among Us one looks pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's a ship platform thing, and then it's got little Among Us pieces.
A little Among Us pieces.
Yes. And they break into halves, I'm sure.
That would be great if you could just pop them in half and
there's
a
the bone.
little white bone thing sticking out. That'd be great. Make that happen, Lego.
Go check it out. It's got a lot of votes already, and you can vote on it if you maybe Lego will make it an official set.
That'd be cool.
I have bad news, Daniel. This is serious.
Oh, okay.
Kerbal Space Program 2
Was delayed.
Has been delayed to 2022.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm excited about that game, but I can wait. I'm not in a hurry for more Kerbal right
sad.
now. I know.
Sad.
I know. You don't have to
sad.
create wanton destruction just launching little green men into space.
Cry, Daniel, because you're upset.
I'm not that upset. I'm disappointed, but honestly, I didn't know when it was coming out to begin with, so it wasn't like I didn't know it was supposed to come out next year.
Yeah,
it's like Elder Scrolls 6. Who knows?
Well,
coming.
It was supposed to be
in
fall.
the future.
Even then, it was still ways off. It was fall 2021, so it was a year from now. Originally, now it's 2022.
Yeah.
Are
we talking about Kerbal still?
Kerbal still,
yeah.
yes. So, what else were we talking about?
I was talking about Elder Scroll.
Oh, well, they haven't set a date for
exactly. They should they? They should just be like, when it's done, it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
That's what they did with Fallout. They were like, hey, you like Fallout?
Except
New game in November.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
You know what drives me up the wall?
I've
been waiting for the mass consumer version, or whatever you want to call it, of Dwarf Fortress that's coming on Steam. You know what it says on the release day?
To be determined.
No.
Coming
it says,
soon.
time is subjective.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, you fucker.
Yeah, it's not a common...
Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I want to play it too.
I do too, but I guess I can wait.
Yeah.
Whenever
it comes out.
Yeah. It's been a while since they announced it.
Oh, it's been over a year.
Yeah.
It's been on my wish list since 2019, I think. Some point. Because I put it on there, I'm like, I want to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Because it was like, put this on the wish list so you know when it gets released. We're like,
yeah. Because it's going to be a long time.
So it'll be soon. No.
Yeah.
Not at all. Demon Souls. There's another game on PlayStation that we cannot play.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5.
That's really the only thing that I was like,
I need to see if that one's on PlayStation 4. Is it exclusive to Playstation 5?
I don't know.
If it's on, I hope it's on PlayStation 4. I would like to play it.
I'm only on PC.
Yeah, well,
which is where I live.
They did say it was coming on PC on the initial
I bet
video.
you it will eventually. I bet you it's a timed exclusive.
Yeah, they just didn't want people to know that.
Yeah, like they accidentally let it out to the marketing
We
people.
talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
When it happened, but yeah. But anyway,
so that's what I'm holding. I'm holding my breath for timed exclusive Demon Souls down the road.
Yeah.
I can't really talk too much about playing those because I haven't finished the others.
Yeah.
Two.
You haven't played Bloodborne.
I haven't. I played Bloodborne a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the first bosses.
Which is not. I haven't finished Bloodborne.
Yeah.
But
I like Bloodborne. I enjoy the atmosphere quite a lot. It terrifies me, but I do enjoy it. You know, it's that feeling you get when you pee a little bit in your pants because you're so scared, but you like it.
No. No one knows what you're talking about.
Oh.
Except people into weird peeing fetishes. Which apparently you are. Demon Souls character creator, they've shown it off now. So you can make your character in the game look human, as opposed to a red potato thing in the first one.
Yeah, I think I remember. I have a copy of the first one on PlayStation 3.
Which you don't even own a PlayStation
I don't own a
3.
PlayStation 3.
But you own Demon Souls.
Yeah, because I bought
on
a used
PlayStation
copy of it.
So you could play it on
Game
mine.
Exchange or something, so I could play it on yours. Because you had a PS4, so you weren't using your PlayStation
Yeah.
3.
I
So
still have
played
my
it-
PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I keep it because I still have a lot of games I can't play anywhere else on it if I
Yeah.
ever want to go back to them.
Yeah, I have a stack of Xbox 360 games I can't play on anything, including all the Mass Effect games.
Your Xbox don't work?
No, it hasn't worked in years.
Oh, that's sad. I think mine still works.
No, it
I haven't
doesn't
turned it on in like
Probably doesn't work
2-3
anymore.
years.
work. It probably doesn't work anymore. Mine was
Oh.
already dying, and then I hadn't been playing it, so.
Yeah, I haven't turned mine on in a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, character looked pretty good, which
Mhm.
is kind of odd to me because you wear armor, so you never see the person you make.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
what's the
same
point?
with all the other Dark Souls games. You make your guy and what he looks like, and then you end up hollow most of the game, so you look like a zombie version of it. And then 2, you're wearing armor almost the whole time. So
Yeah.
unless you're like a weird wizard or something, then you're not. But
Yeah,
it
it looks good.
yeah, I mean
So-
that game's hard.
I want to play it.
real hard.
Maybe in a few years I'll buy a PlayStation 5 and they'll have a catalog.
No, in a
game.
few years they will release it on PC.
Yeah, what's the dream?
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh,
My
like,
chair.
what was that
I
noise?
leaned my chair and it creaked.
I thought it was like someone coughing in the other room, and
Yeah.
I was confused.
Nintendo had a great year. Like they released their 6-month statement. Year over year, their sales was up 73.3%,
Wow.
and then they profited $2 billion this year.
Well, part of it is because bots bought all the systems.
Yeah, well, business is good. They don't care who's buying it.
That's fair.
They had an 80.9% increase in hardware sales.
Because
then a
bots were
bunch of-
buying all the
Exactly,
hardware.
that's really it. They sold out. Yeah, which actually they have been available.
Yeah. you
I was
can
in
actually start
Walmart the
getting
other
them.
day,
Yeah,
and
you
they
can actually-
had the Animal Crossing
Yeah.
set,
Yeah,
I was like,
you can get them now.
and they had a sign, 1 per person.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, you just gotta wait this stuff out
Yeah.
and have a
Yeah.
dream, and don't buy it secondhand.
Yeah.
There's no market; they won't do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's it?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, it's been a weird week. And
but
it's-
a weird week with a good end.
I think so.
And
We were blessed by Zachtronic.
yes,
We were blessed with a
3070.
No one cares about that.
Everyone
Uh,
cares about that.
No.
I care about that.
I'm
I'm getting the full power of it too.
You're
While I'm
for-
playing
on
Heroes
that-
of Might and Magic.
Yeah,
3.
playing a game from '99. Oh my god.
It's
Please
been
go to our-
It's been remastered.
Don't be like Dudley. Live in the present, where we have websites.
I'm
Go to our
playing it.
website
I'm-
at dudanddan.com. That's DUDNDAN.com.
I'm playing it at 440.
That's great, Dudley. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Dud and Dan.